Yo, 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 it's your boy Audemars. Happy Monday to you all. Pleasure to see you. Whether this is December 5th, 6th, 7th, I don't know. I don't know what today's date is. Whatever day I publish it, it's great to see you today, 5 years from now, 3 years from now. However long YouTube lasts before it fucks up and decides that it can't afford itself no more. So, this week... Last week we were focusing more on the Sisters of Twilight, and I was just giving an overview of what I thought. This one is also this video is going to be the same thing. It's going to be with Clan Boulder, so we're going to use This is really early in the campaign. What turn is it? Whatever. Well, let's get to fighting this battle, and we'll talk about it. And what do I think about the clan? Now, here's the thing, right? Y'all gotta understand something. With my review, semi-review, or whatever, with my review, we're just gonna say review, because it's, I play on a normal difficulty. I don't play on legendary difficulty, so I couldn't tell you, like, my What Up review was based on playing a normal difficulty. And the reason I have to say this is because I want you all to understand something, right? There is a difference between normal difficulty and legendary difficulty, alright? And, yeah, the widows are cool on lower difficulties. In legendary difficulty, it's not so much, alright? Because the thing with legendary difficulty is that diplomacy is a much more prevalent action. Like, you will run into a lot of stuff, and if you don't... I thought I hit Control Large Army. Don't be yelling at me while I'm in the middle of my video, alright? So, where was I? Man, I really wanted to hit Control Large Army. Whatever. We'll figure it out. So, again, my thoughts about this game, this only applies to normal difficulty. Maybe one day I'll play hard, or get to legendary or something like that, but right now legendary difficulty, I'm not going to talk about legendary difficulty because I am not I only play on normal. I'm not a veteran of it. I couldn't tell you if ands or buts about it. I would recommend that if you want a solid opinion on the Widows for higher difficulties, you should check out Legend of Total War. I've been watching his YouTube videos forever and ever and ever. And his videos actually helped me with my learning curve to this game. So I would definitely say that, you can question what he says, but he has a very good basis on what he's talking about when he says the Widows got hit hard as a nerf this DLC. But that's for the higher difficulties. Again, I play on normal. Doesn't really affect me. And I understand that. Now, with Clan Boulder, right, I like him, and I likes him a lot. I likes him a lot. I likes it, and I wants it. What are you all doing? Come on, get over here. Get over here. Y'all should be having this Kingdom Fudge Fest over here. I didn't know what's going on. I'm just throwing units into this huge confungal mess. Where you at, Throt? Show us your action. Where you at? Come on. Come out here, yo. Show us on your Brood Horror. Like the Skaven got, I want to say a second hand. Because here's the thing, right? So with the Skaven, what you would normally do is you would make a team full of just weapon units. So Rattling Guns, Jezels, all that good shit. That's just, that's what you would do with the Skaven. But with this DLC, what they gave us was more monstrous units, aka the Brood Horrors, which are really good units, and you can upgrade them to have different abilities as well. Sort of like the orcs, sort of like the greenskins. And I have to say, I'm in love with it, y'all. Alright, I am definitely loving the monster aspect of it. It's like, I would still prefer to use weapon teams, but, Brood Monsters unit it's a viable strategy. Their monstrous units are actually worth getting. So, That's some food for thought. I really like how it expanded the what you could really do with the Skaven. But again, if you're gonna use monstrous units, you're really gonna use it more so for like Throt rather than the other Skaven lords, because Throt's abilities are all about monstrous units, and a lot of the other Skaven lords aren't. Like, you're probably gonna go to weapons team route, but with Throt, you're probably gonna have like some monster units in between, especially because of the Flesh Laboratory, which lets you upgrade it. And I'll show you that after this battle over here. There's also these guys over here, mutant rat ogres. They look cool as shit. Look at that. They do a lot of damage, yo. They could wipe out a battalion by themselves. All right. Like, real talk, these guys are really good. They're really good at killing shit and making shit dead. So, like, I definitely play around with it. I prefer brood horrors, but you can only play with what you got. And it's nice. You know what I mean? It's nice to be able to have a second option, which I feel like a lot of factions don't have. Like a lot of factions, you're probably going to make one type of army for all of your generals. And that's okay if you want to do that. Like, to me, it's kind of like bland. Like, I like the Widows because I can play with different things as the Widows. You know what I mean? But again, disclaimer, I play on a lower difficulty, so don't take my words at face value. Take them with a grain of salt. And I do like the Widows because I like being able to play with a variety of units. Skaven, I like having the second option for monstrous units. Like, I really do enjoy playing as the monstrous units because they're just so much fun. You know what I mean? Especially with some of the abilities you can get. Like, there's this one ability you can get. It's called Cellular Instability. And what it does is the unit that it's attached to, so say I put it on a Brood Horror, they jump into an enemy, and then they pretty much cause an explosion around them, and it wipes out an entire unit by itself. It's really good move. Especially when you have 20 of them, you just demolish your opponent. Alright? It's beautiful to watch, it's beautiful to do, and it's beautiful to perform. And let's see. Whoops. Yeah, they take a lot of damage. But they're doing so good. I like the Brood Horrors. You can just do whatever. I also like the Pack Masters, which summon other units. So they'll summon these rat packs over here, right? And they can, if you get like 20 of them, you can summon the rat packs like 2 times for each one. There's a poisonous and a regular unit, but you could summon them a lot. It's kind of crazy, really. Just being able to throw down so many of those units. So let's just take this city. I ain't got no water. And let's just and now we're gonna talk about Clan Boulder pretty much. Because I played 2 campaigns with Clan Boulder. This is the second one, and the first one I've sort of given up on, and I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. All right, so we're gonna do that. So here's what happened to me in the first one, right? Good. All right, we do have that. So Clan Boulder is located all the way over here, right? So we're going to be one of the first factions that interact with Chaos. And for this campaign, I put the Chaos modifier on Legendary. I was thinking about turning it off, but I was just like, fudge it. I'll just put it on Legendary and play with it. By the way, with this patch, you can turn off the Chaos control, the Chaos spawn, or you can increase the difficulty. Increasing the difficulty just puts out more Chaos units, right? So You start over here, obviously in the hell pit. Your first couple of enemies is the dwarves right over here. Now, let me tell you what happened in my first campaign. So my first campaign, right, I was fighting the dwarves, and I beat them down. And these guys ended up declaring war on us. So we beat them until they confederated with these guys, the World Walkers. The World Walkers. But
disagreements, there'll be a challenge. Done and done.
So yeah, but in this round I didn't do that. We managed to get a non-aggression pact with them, and then just build up from there and start beating up on Kislev. Because what's gonna happen is this, right? All of the human factions are gonna hate you, right? You've got Reichland, which is not far away actually at all. I mean, look, they confederated that guy over there. Then you got the vampires who also don't like you, and then you have the greenskins, right? So here's what happened in my first campaign. In my first campaign, right, there was Grimgor, the vampires, and Reichland, right? So I declared war on Grimgor and Reichland because I expected the vampires to hold one side back. I didn't care which side they held back. They just needed to hold back a side. And they did not hold back shit. Alright? Like, the vampires came through, and then they got whooped on, right? Like, Reichland was destroying them, and then Grimgor was coming up through here. And it was tough, because I declared war on both of them, but I couldn't wipe out enough of their armies, because I only had 3 armies. At the time, I only had 3 armies to fight them, because now, with this game, what they did was they made lords more expensive, so it's much more expensive to try to field more armies. You know what I mean? You're going to be paying a higher price, which sucks, but it be what it be. All right, you can only play the cards you're dealt with. So, since that's the case, right? I ended up getting pushed back. Like, I was able to beat them, but they had so many armies, and the thing was, Reichland and Grimgor were not at war with each other yet. So I pretty much just put myself in the middle of those two and ended up being their punching bag. Now this campaign, we're fighting Kislev. I did not destroy. Well, I'll be destroying Kislev this turn when I end turn. But what I pretty much did was use them to just level up my lords. As you can see, and these two are brand new. I just got them like 2 turns ago. But this one has been with me since the beginning. And you know, Throt's obviously been with me since the beginning. And I've just been leveling up my lords because you really want their abilities. Like the income from post-battle loot. You know, you want your ambush success chance to be up, especially when you're going to be fighting against Reichland. You just want to have your stuff as high as you can. Because once you start fighting Reichland, you know, you don't want to be leveling up lords. You want to have good lords already leveled up. This army is actually going to be tagged out eventually. Because what I want from it is for it to be my weapons team. That's what this army is going to be in charge of. So let's talk about Clan Boulder and their Flesh Laboratory. They're the only ones with this. Like how Icket Claw has its Warp's Claw Laboratory. They have the Flesh Laboratory. So what happens is you can pick a unit, and then you can give it an ability, right? So like Frenzy, unit rank, blah 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 blah. You can give it any of these abilities. But what happens is that your units run a chance of gaining instability, right? So let's demonstrate that. Let's see if we can demonstrate it. So, and as you go up, you know, you'll unlock more abilities. All right, why isn't he? Oh, shoot! All right, I wasn't able to get him to cause instability, but and I already got rid of those dudes, didn't I? Okay, well, whatever. So a unit with instability, what happens is that they take damage over time, and it can really hurt you, especially when you're just like fighting an army. So if you have a unit with instability, I try to get rid of that as soon as I can, because a unit with instability, again, is taking damage even without anything hitting it, and it can be a freaking pain. You don't want to run through all that trouble. So I try to get rid of it, you know, and the more augments you put on a unit, uh, the higher the instability is supposed to go. You know, the fact that I would put like 5 augments on it and it didn't explode on me is freaking amazing. To be honest with you. So, and as you go up, now here's the thing for all my brood horrors, right? What I like to do is give them. Where is it? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Where is it? Oh yeah, okay. I gotta upgrade the laboratory somewhere. That's why we don't. That's why I don't see the ability that I want to get. But you can do that for all your units. What you need is mutagen. Now you get mutagen, right? Every time you pick up a unit from this vat over here, and this will fill up over time. It also fills up as you kill more enemies. So, which is really nice because my only problem with Ichoclaw is getting warp fuel can be really annoying. But this will fuel itself automatically. So I like being a and if you let this keep on growing, it'll give you better and better units until it stops. Normally it stops at like Hell Pit Abominations, but sometimes you can get like a Brood Horror or something good like that. So I try to let this just go for as long as it can. We can claim it, but I don't want to do that. You know, because what'll happen is that once it gets over here, then it'll go to the next section, right? And when you go to claim it, you can claim those rat ogres. Now here's the thing, right? Here's what you gotta remember. So say, right, like you filled this up twice, and you're gonna fill it up the third time, and you say, "Oh, there's rat ogres here," and you decide to claim it. But remember, your vat is only halfway full. You won't get the rat ogres. You have to wait until this fills up before you can go and get the rat ogres. I didn't realize that. I thought if I claimed the growth vat, I would get the rat ogres with it right now, but that doesn't happen. It's got to be plus. My growth juice has to be at 650, and my growth juice is at 635. Yeah, but as you get more buildings, you get the passive gain. As you go through battles, you can also recycle units that have augments on them to get more. It won't let me do it. But you can also recycle units and that'll go. I forgot the word I was going to use. That'll also give you more growth juice. So, yeah. Like I had an idea or something, right? He. There's also they also released 2 new heroes as well. Well, they released 2 new heroes for both factions, I believe. Yeah. But in order to get this Chieftain, you have to download it as a separate DLC, so you can get that. You can get the Skaven Chieftain without having to get the DLC because it's separate on Steam. And the Glade Captain for the Widows, you can get that by logging on to the Total War website and linking up your Steam account or whatever. But this is the man, do you know that I speak terrible English sometimes? This is where you can put your skill points at for the Skaven Chieftains. What I like about this is it enhances loyalty for when you have units that are really low on loyalty. So that's really nice. Oh, that's cool. Suspiciously loyal. So, yeah, these are all the different abilities that the Skaven Chieftain have. What I really like, the hero I'm really loving, is the Pack Master, which is, what they do is they're more for the monstrous units, the Rat Ogres, Brood Horrors, and all them fun things. So they heal them, they reduce the upkeep, they increase that recruit rank, and they can also summon, pack rats, and then they're also Rider Brood Horror themselves. So they've got a lot of fun things going for them. Personally, right, I look at it like this: if you're gonna play as Clan Boulder, you should definitely abuse the monster system, especially being able to just upgrade your units and give them different abilities. It's such a good thing. But if you're gonna play as other Skaven units, weapon teams are the way to go for you. All right, that just is what it is. I prefer, again, one of the things that make the brute horror so good is being able to just being able to augment them and give them better abilities. And I mean the abilities that let them explode and kill like a whole battalion by themselves. Because their explosion is literally the power of a bloated corpse. That's how strong it is. But they don't die. They don't take no damage. They just run into the enemy line. You activate it. Boom. They wipe out the whole thing. It's great. I wish I recorded the battle of it, but I'll probably record one tomorrow if I have the time to do it. Well, I probably will have the time to do it, but as I get further and further. And yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end this video at. Man, again, I feel like Clan Boulder has the toughest start. Not because of all the units around you. I mean, not because of like where it's at, because of Kislev and the dwarves and stuff. I mean, because you literally have Grimgore, vampires, Reichland, and the Chaos all spawning around you. And your only friends are the super freaking weak Norskins. Alright? Yeah. Ain't that about it, bitch? Alright, yeah. What we're gonna do? I'm gonna I'm gonna update you on this campaign periodically as I go through it. Like right now, I've been working all day and I wanted to make a video just to let you know that I'm still alive, just to let you know that you're still important, that things are gonna get better for you, and I wanted to let you, and I wanted to also make a video on Clan Boulder. So, but I don't really want to play a lot today. I think I want to play tomorrow more so. Yeah, we'll see. Because I'm want to lie on my bed for a little bit, take a little nap, get back up at like 8, play overnight, go back to sleep at 12, and do it all over again. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, yo. Remember, you're important. You got this. You are all intelligent creatures. We're just surrounded by a bunch of stupidity at times, and we've got to enlighten them on how stupid they're being. Or maybe we're being stupid. You know what I mean? One man's problem is another man's solution. Man, that was cool as much, man. Man, I love when I didn't record shit, did I?